So here's the thing, fuzz, right? Love it or hate it. That tends to be how we kind of feel about it. I know there's loads of people out there that buy fuzz pedals because they want to love it, because they hear some great things about them, but they just don't get on with them. So this video is hoping to address some of those points, right? There are so many little things that can affect a fuzz, how it behaves, how it sounds, just how it interacts with your amp and your guitar and all the other pedals. So they are the pickiest, most finicky little buggers that there are in the world of pedals. That's partly why lots of people out there absolutely love them. They've all got a character of their own. So we're going to explore that character a bit today. And hopefully, if you've suffered some of these issues, we're going to find a few solutions to them as well, right? Okay. Oh, I will just say, first of all, really important, the fuzz I'm using today, I've got a Reveiws Electro. This is the red dot sound. This is a silicon fuzz, and this is mains powered. And I've got an Abbey Road fuzz, which is a germanium fuzz by Hello Sailor, and that one is battery powered. So we're going to look at that as well, mains or battery, silicon, germanium. Oh, it's going to be exciting, loads of stuff to do. Okay, let's make a start. Alright, so first of all, let's have a little think about this. Clean amp or dirty amp, right? Pedal platforms are typically very clean, high headroom amps. You're going to get a completely different sound than if you get one which is cranked or dirty and then you feed a fuzz into that, right? So let's have a little listen. So I've got 2-channel amp. I'm using the Freeman here. So first channel set nice and clean. And then second channel set dirty. Alright, nice and simple. Okay, so here we go. Let's turn on the red dot sound. And this is on the clean channel, right? So we're going from okay, dirty channel. Clean channel. Dirty. So quite different, right? Number one, done. Do you prefer it into a clean amp or a dirty amp? Let me just do a little bit of single note stuff as well. So clean. Dirty. Oh, I love the way this fuzz gives you a little, almost like a little bit of octave as well. Check this out. The note kind of blooms and you get this octave effect. Oh, it's gorgeous. Anyway, right, sorry about that. Clean amp. Dirty amp. So again, quite different, right? Quite different. Okay, let's move on. Alright, the next point, again, is a pretty obvious one really, because I must say, I think, you know, the difference between a clean and a dirty amp, it's obviously there's going to be a different sound, right? Okay, cool. So, this is another obvious one. Different guitars. Now, I know they're going to sound different with a fuzz, but the thing is about this is it's not just about the difference in the tone of your guitar, it's also about the output of the guitar and the impedance of the guitar and the way that affects the fuzz pedal. They're really sensitive things, right? So let's just try a Strat, single coils obviously, and then I'll do a Les Paul style guitar with humbuckers, and let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Clean channel, fuzz on. Right. Oh, that's just killer. But they sound quite different, right? I'm going to try that with the Abbey Road Fuzz. That's a fuzz face style pedal. Very different sound, right? That's how clean the amp is. As a reminder. Massive. Let's just try that with a dirty amp. Don't ask me to pick a favourite. Those fuzz are amazing. Right. Let's see what this beast does. Clean channel. Dirty. And the other thing about different guitars though is the way that when we roll back on them we get different tones, right? So many people out there don't like to ride the volume controls and tone controls on the guitars. They just leave them wide open, but you're missing out on a world of tones and timbre. So let's just do it with the clean, the fuzz going into the clean channel, and I'll show you what I mean. Because that is a bit woolly, right? Lots of bass in there, bit woofy. So a lot of people would go, oh, I can't stand that tone, I don't like fuzz. But if we just roll back on the guitar volume a little bit, and it starts brightening up. And then wide open again. Obviously it cleans up loads as well, right? Which is the other beautiful thing about it. Let's try that on the dirt channel. that bass. Hear the difference in that bass? It's incredible. But it brings us to the other point, just how beautifully these things clean up, right? So it's that beautiful glassiness, right? And that's on the neck pickup. If I go into an in-between position on the Strat, it's lovely, right? Okay, let's see if the Les Paul can clean up in the same way. Obviously higher output anyway, more compressed in general, being a humbucker. Let's see what happens. So it's wide open. So really woofy, really honky as well actually, quite interesting. Okay, let's try rolling back a bit. Oh, there we go. See, that's cleaning up, right? But it's not that much difference in tone. And I tell you why that probably is, because of the treble bleed circuit in the Strat, right? So all these little differences with the equipment that we're putting into the fuzz makes a massive difference on the tone of the fuzz. So some people are going to have a guitar like that with a treble bleed, roll off slightly and go, oh, I love the way that treble kicks in and it rolls off the bass and it sounds lovely and glassy and beautiful. And other people with a Les Paul or maybe without a treble bleed circuit are going to roll off and go, what are you on about? It still sounds dark. Oh, fuzz. Beautiful, beautiful, picky things. Roll back. But it does add a little top end to it, which I absolutely love. Even on this one. Even on this one I can hear a difference there. Alright, let's move on to the next thing. That was about riding your volume control on your guitar, by the way, if you missed it. Alright, now let's look at buffers. Now sometimes we don't even know if our pedals are buffered, right? Particularly if we're, you know, just getting our first few pedals and we're trying out a fuzz. What's a buffered pedal, what's a true bypass, etc, etc. However, it does matter, right? Because what I've got here is a Klon KTR, and this actually has a switchable buffer, so I can show you quite nicely with this. We're still in the Abbey Road Fuzz by Hello Sailor Effects, and again, this is how it sounds at the moment. Pretty nice, right? Now check out this. Bear in mind the KTR is not even on, right? It's not even on. So you can hear that as soon as that buffer goes on, it thins out. It loses bass, it becomes a lot more trebly. Now I'm not saying for 1 second that one of these is right and one of these is wrong. Alright, that's not the point of any of this. The point of it is just to notice the differences so you can try and find the sound you want with your fuzz pedals, right? So for example, I might pick up my guitar and go, oh, that's really thin and horrible sounding. Oh, I don't like fuzz at all. But it could just be you got a buffered pedal before your fuzz, even if it's not on. So if I turn it off, all that bass is back. But then again, you might play that and go, oh, it's so bassy. I don't like that at all. And you might want a buffered pedal in front of it. And then you might go, oh, that's lovely and bright, I love it. There's no right or wrong, it's only what sounds good to you that matters. But now we can hopefully make some informed choices, right? Okay, cool. Oh, seeing as we're here, overdrive pedal before or after fuzz? At the moment it's before, right? So let's just see what happens. Well, most people would say fuzz must come first, right? However, that is a buffered clon KTR. That's a no-no in most people's books, right? Going into the Abbey Road fuzz, the fuzz face, again, everyone says that must be first in line, must be your guitar straight in. Sounds great to me, right? Let's try it the other way. Right, now, guitar is going in to the Abbey Road fuzz, out of there into the KTR. Lovely too, right? It's awesome. Really dark there though, right? Let's roll back a little bit. And it brightens up beautifully, cleans up a lot, but brightens up beautifully. Right, let's just try this buffer thing again. Now we've got the KTR after the fuzz. Alright, next one. So, wireless into a fuzz. Now again, this is given as a no-no. A lot of wireless are buffered and therefore are not going to give the fuzz the direct kind of picture of the guitar that they should be receiving, right? So, let's see what it sounds like. Sounds right, doesn't it? Sounds right to me. What's wrong with that? Apparently that's a big no-no, right? However, let's try a bit of back and forth. So I'll edit this, right? So you haven't got to watch me changing cables and wireless systems and everything, but it's going to go cable, wireless, cable, wireless. Let's see what the difference is in sound. What do you think? Any better? Any worse? Different? Which is your favourite? That's all that matters, right? Alright, here's another really quick one. So we're still on the clean. So any dirt's coming from the pedals, right? And also, as you can hear, the amp's pretty quiet, right? So any noise is also going to be coming from the pedals. And an interesting one about battery or mains powered, right? So battery powered, let's turn it on. Quite a bit of noise. It's a Strat. So I'm going to go into the in-between position as well. This gets rid of some of it. Okay. Let's check out the mains powered one. Right, now on the mains powered Rev. And it's definitely noisier. I just mean that, the noise it makes when I'm not playing anything, right? And I know what people will say, get a good power supply, right? But this is a good one. This is a gig rig generator with the isolator. It's a good system, all right? But the battery just means that it's completely isolated. You can't get more isolated than a battery, right? So, you know, take your pick. Both work really well. The battery, however, is a little bit quieter with these vintage transistors, because these vintage transistors pick up everything, radio waves, everything, right? I'm going to stop there because this video could just go on all day. It really could. There are so many different things to think about. Like, for example, where does a wire go? Does a wire go before or after a fuzz pedal, right? Controversial, I know. What's better, germanium or silicon? All these eternal questions. But if you want some of those explored, then let me know and I can make some other videos and toss them up here for you to watch. Yeah, take care, and I hope that some of this was kind of fun for you. And remember, there is no right answer. There is no right answer. It's just what you prefer. All right, tone, it's all up there. It's all up there. All right, take care. See you soon.